Okay, it is finally official, as has been rumored for a little bit of time. Apple just sent out its official press invites for the next event that they have at Apple Park. So, as you can see, this will be held at the Steve Jobs Theater. No big surprise there, but what can we learn from the actual imaging here? Well, it's kind of interesting. It looks almost like a thermal image, which doesn't tell us too much or really tell us much about what to expect. However, always there are some hints in the Apple logo for these events. And the only thing I can think of, first thing that comes to mind, are the colorways here. So there's been rumors for the darker blue and that orange for the Pro Series devices here. And it has a tagline of awe dropping. So what can we expect? There's really no hints here for the iPhone 17 Air. However, that is pretty much confirmed unofficially at this point, as weird as that sounds. But yes, it says, please join us in person for a special Apple event at the Steve Jobs Theater in Apple Park on September 9th at 10 a.m. Pacific time. That's 1 a.m. Eastern, or 1 p.m. Eastern, I should say. So again, nothing new. This is exactly what Apple has been doing for a while, same time, and right on the same release schedule. So what can you expect here? Like we were saying, we obviously know the main thing is going to be more liquid glass shown off at the Apple event on the iPhone 17 series devices, the Apple Watch Series 11, and the Ultra 3. Now, there's rumors on new HomePods, there's rumors on a new Apple Vision Pro that should be a little bit less money, but obviously the star of the show will be that next iPhone series as it typically would. And there are some new rumors where the pricing of this might go up by $50. Apple might give you an additional double storage basically. So instead of starting at 128, it could be 256 on at least the Pro models. And then we obviously know the Apple Watch Series 11 might have some new SIP processors, chips, all of that will be included. And then again, the Ultra 3 will have an upgrade for the first time in 2 years, since we obviously didn't get an upgrade last year. They just gave us that other matte black colorway that looked really good, but I'm excited to see what else they have in store. There's rumors on a new tech woven case. There's rumors on a new liquid silicone case for all their devices. And it's going to be very interesting to see what Apple ends up doing with their new chips that are going to be powering these phones. It's going to be interesting. I'm super excited. So now, having said all that, let's look at our calendar here. This really does confirm a couple things for us as well. And that is going to be a release schedule for iOS that's going to be coming up for the rest of these betas. This does basically confirm that we pretty much should not receive another beta next week like we anticipated. Instead, getting the RC now officially confirmed basically on the 9th after the event is finished. And then typically, if Apple stands true to history, we should get the public release of iOS 26 on the 15th. This would mean we went through 8 betas and our RC, so it is about that time. iOS 18, iOS 17, 16, and recently all of those other betas have always had 8 cycles, or 8 betas I should say, for a big X dot release. So again, iOS 18, iOS 17, and now iOS 26. So what do you guys think? Are you ready for this? Again, next week should be a slower week. Public Beta 5 came out. That'll be the last one of those. Barring any crazy hiccups, again, we will not get a beta next week. We will get the RC on the week of the 8th, specifically on the 9th at probably, I'd say 2:30, 3 Eastern time, which is about right on par with when they typically release it. So, like we've said, we've had a couple of issues with liquid glass. You can see that stutter animation is still present here. So by no means is this build feature complete. Personally, obviously iOS 26 is complete, but there's still some little tweaks along the way that need to be dealt with. Battery life on this build we'll be covering in depth tomorrow, as well as performance, but I can say that battery life has definitely improved, even from Beta 7 to Beta 8. If you follow the channel and watch some of our other videos, we did run a Geekbench 6 score, and we had lower than optimal results here. However, that was now tweaked after we reran it about an hour later, much more in line with what we would expect for a polished, we'll say, version. So let me know in the comments down below, how are you guys feeling about this? We are officially 2 weeks away from the next iOS. official launch, the new iPhones for the year, and new Apple Watches. I'm super excited, even just not even about the phones, but I need a new watch. This is down to 90% max battery capacity, and I'm ready to get that back in line. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.